I did a list, so I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna walk around the car so you can see what I actually did. And yeah, so I'm gonna use this. First thing, suspension and steering system. Let me open the car. Alright, so for suspension and steering system, so we got BC coilovers. These are the extreme lows. See it right here. These are BR style. See if I can try to like show it. If you guys can see it. See it right there. Those are those. We did new ball joints. The new ball joints are 355s, which I can't really show you those, but we did those new. We did wheel bearings are OEM NGK. They're called NGK wheel bearings. That's the brand, but for OEM, that's what they use, NGK. New OEM tie rods and new outer Moog tie rods. So right here, these are the inner tie rods. And since I moved the steering wheel, you can see the outer tie rods is their Moog. There. Those are all new. So everything suspension wise is new on this car. What's next? Let's see. Hopefully these paper don't fly away. Cold out and it's freaking windy. Let's see what's next. So rear Blackworks control arms with True Heart brace. It's the Blackworks control arms with the True Heart subframe brace in the back. So see it. I'll show you as much as I can. It's blurry. So, anyways, all right. Next, engine mods and accessories. So we got. Here's the engine. There's the engine. I did Acuity for fuel rail with fuel gauge. So you got fuel rail, fuel gauge. Decided to go with white. Actually matches everything. DC5 creates an AC tuck kit. So we did the AC tuck on my boy Davey. You can see there's the lines. They go from here behind the fender to the bottom where the AC dryer is at. Since we got version 2, our AC dryer goes from there to here. So next up, ABS relocation kit from DC5 Creation. So as you know, our cars, the ABS is right here. So I decided to get the ABS relocation kit since I wanted to clean up the bay. So he provides brand new lines and specifically for you to relocate your ABS to here. It's under this cowl right here. It's right here. I still got a similar picture. I haven't done that. I gotta show him how I did the bracket to fit in here tight. So sooner or later I'll give him the info on how I did it so you guys could copy it. So let me explain the lines. So the lines you can see two of them there, which goes to the booster, and then pretty much all the lines are in here with the ABS system in here. So pretty much everything's tucked under the cowl. And under here for the calipers, they go from the bottom of the firewall here. Can't really see it, but yeah, so what it does, it goes from the firewall down to the caliper in there. So there's that. What's next? DC5 creation battery tray. So since I wanted to move my battery to have a tuck look, our cars, the battery is right here. All this space is already taken by the battery. So I decided to, you know what? Since I'm already tucking the whole engine bay, I might as well do a tuck battery tray. So here is the battery tray from DC5 Creation. So the battery goes there. It bolts on directly to your frame. So it's a plug and play. Pretty easy to install. Not hard. Good quality too, because this is made out of billet. It's not the other version, which is the cheap metal one. So there's that. What's next? DC5 coil pack titanium. This thing I had it laying around for a while. This was in the garage from my blue car. So once I saw it, I was like, perfect. This will match my belt cover, the color I want to do. So I'm glad I had this laying around. So as you can see, it goes really well with it. So this is real titanium cut. Then I had to do like the rubber. I used like rubber grommets, like the old ones, and then I mounted it. So that's why I have like that gap right there to make it flush with the valve cover. Alright, talk about valve cover. That's the next one. I bought this off a friend. Shout out to Amity. I don't know what color it is. I never asked him. For me, I call that magenta. This is like a dark magenta color, purplish. So like burgundy, but on the sun it becomes more brighter. So I bought that off of him. I think it looks good. Kind of goes with the engine base, so, and all the purple stuff. So I decided to get that and put it that way. Alright, next one is DIY charge harness. DIY charge harness, I did it myself. I ran it through the passenger side behind the fender. So it goes it goes into the passenger side, into the fuse box over there inside. So, and then it goes down. Kind of see it right here. So that's how I have it. It goes all the way. And there's like a OEM hole, which I used for the battery. So yeah, I did the positive, and then I did the negative connected to the crash bar bolt to get negative connection from there. So there's that. Breathum stock engine harness. So I bought a Wireworks harness, which it didn't work. I think some of the panels, or one of the panels, were wrong, and it didn't work. So I had to. So for now, till I fix that, I had to relume my stock one so it looked clean. You can see it's loom with loom tape, like Tesla tape. So I loomed it real nice, the best I could. Tucked it the best I could for now till I get that fixed. So there's that. DIY. Next one is DIY fuse spot relocation harness. So I did a DIY because not really a lot of people have a kit out there, or they don't make it. So I went ahead and asked my friend how he did it. He explained me how he did it. He helped me out cutting the wires first, and then I just did it the whole process myself. And that's for you to relocate your fuse box to the inside, because as I say, our cars always have stuff in the engine bay. So our fuse box would be here. So what I did, I relocated it into the inside, so as you can see, everything loomed nicely and neat. So you can see it right there, it goes all the way in. I have it under the transmission, almost like OEM, but I kind of hide it a little bit more, and it's more cleaner than the OEM way. So you can see it, it's a bit more cleaner. You don't see a lot of wires all over the place. So see right here, it's all clean. All right, there's that. Next up, remote port battery post, or whatever they call it. So I had to do this. I decided to make the holes on the cowl instead of the firewall, because this is already painted nicely. I wouldn't want to make a hole right there. So I said, I'm gonna make a hole on the cowl and have the battery post in here. I don't have to take that one out because you already know it's the same thing, but that's a negative one. So I had to do a DIY remote one. So I did my own line. So this will be the positive one. The negative one is in there, where you see this bolt right there. That's where it's grounding it to. So this one goes from this stock hole down the fender. You can see that red wire right here. That is for the remote post. See, it's connected to the positive, and it actually works. I already tested it with a booster. The booster detects it, so it is working. So this is for the reason, since I relocated the battery, so I don't have to take the bumper off, and that way I jump started from there whenever I have to. There's that. Next one, braided clutch line. Braided clutch line. I did a braided clutch line because I didn't want to use my stock one. It's already getting rusty and it'll look ugly. So I did a clutch line braided. You can see it right here. I bought this off of Amazon. You don't need no crazy thing, but this is quality though. You know, I think it was, I don't know if it was like 20 bucks for that, just that line. Yeah. So I did that. So what I did, I routed it my way behind the transmission up to the clutch cylinder. So there's that. Rear main braided line. So going back to the brake system, so I had to buy the rear main braided lines off of somebody on eBay. I forgot the name, but if I ever find it, I'll put it down below on the link. So I did those all braided all the way to the back. See it right there. So what I did, there's a video. That's how I did it. So you guys could look it up and, follow the steps if you want to do it yourselves too. It's pretty simple. nothing hard. So there's that. Custom air intake. So I call it custom because this was a short ram before. This is the AM short ram, which goes from here to the back. I didn't want that because it will breathe the heat off the headers, and I wanted to make it cleaner too and short. So I did that. So I cut it, painted it purple to match, you know, the Agility. Because I know Agility has one, but it's only for the SI. But they don't have one for the RSX. So I did that, went ahead and did it myself. I made a hole for the what the hell is I forgot. Anyway, you know what this is. Forgetting what it is. This is to read the air that's going in through the air intake. Next up, relocated clutch reservoir. So if you know, the reservoir is always here. So what I did, I put it over here. The way to do that is if you flip the brake booster, you don't flip it, you twist it. So you twist this black part here, you go like this, and then what you do, you slide the brake booster back, the brake cylinder back in, and use the hole that holds this. You just gonna have to do like a little modification here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna bend this bracket and like try to like, there's like a hole for this, there's a hole for this on this bracket. So use that same hole that's from here, use it in there, and use the bolt from here. So that's how I did it. So it looks cleaner, as you see, you know, all together. It's not in the firewall. So next thing, DIY grounds. So I did my grounds for the transmission. I did them right here. These are 2 gauge, I think it is 2 gauge grounds, so it's a lot stronger. So what I did, I used the stock position. I'm trying to show you as much as I can. I can't see it. So anyways, so what I did, I put it right here, like the stock one, and then put the ground into the bolt where the stock one was at. And then there's that one. That's one. And then there's 2. This one you really can't see it, but if I show you, you will see it. It's right here under the motor mount. Come on, focus. You see the red right there, and I connected it to the block right here. It's too dark, so I can't. The camera won't capture it. Oh, right there, you can see it. So you see it is under the mount, and then connected to the firewall here. All right, next one, motor mounts. Motor mounts are innovative. 3 motor mounts are innovative, and then the front one is stock. I didn't want to go too crazy because you don't need that much. All you need is these 3. As long as you have these 3, you're good. You don't need a lot of motor mounts or solid motor mounts. Then your car is gonna be vibrating like crazy. It already vibrates as it is. But that's because these motor mounts are rated from 5 to 600 horsepower. So they're a lot stronger. Even though this car don't have that amount of horsepower, but you never know if I change it up, you know. Want to be safer than later on, you know. So there's that. Next up is new OEM condenser. OEM condenser. Well, as you can see it, about Denso, brand new. So there's that. I decided to buy a new one, that way the whole AC system is brand new, nothing's old. So, you know, might as well, you're already there, might as well do it. So there's that. You can see it, brand new, shiny. So that completed the whole AC system. Next up is Skunto alpha headers. So I went ahead and decided to do like 2 different brands. So I did the Skunto alpha headers, brand new. And I did the next one will be the Nvidia Q300 titanium version. So I did that combo. That combo looked it like it sounded. It gives like a S2K kind of sound, somewhat on high pitch. So it's like it sounds really nice. With the combination, you got that raspy, smooth sound. It's not. I don't think it has drone. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, but I think it sounds nice. I like the sound of it. If I ever do, I'll probably put the video of how it sounds so you guys can see it. So here's the exhaust. Yes, it's titanium. So I went ahead, there's 2 versions. There's the polished one and then there's the titanium one. So I went ahead and did the titanium one to like actually pop, you know. So it looks good. You can see it, see it right there in video. So there's that. So the next one, it will be EB3 steering rack, which that's what I did. So I went from being a pump rack, which will have the reservoir right here, right next to this pulley. That's why this pulley is K-tune. This is a EB3 replacement for RSX. So there goes the EB3 rack. I went ahead and cleaned it up real nice. So next up is riser and slider from DC5 Creation. So I've been had these for a while. I think I had them since they came out. This is the riser, so it rises up the tie rods. So when you lower the car, the tie rods are in like in a V position, and that affects the drivability of the car, because these cars, since the suspension at the bottom, you want to have the tie rods even, because if you don't have it even, it's just not gonna work for you guys. It's gonna feel weird, not gonna drive good. So there's that. I did that. The sliders inside, both items are billet. You can see it. They are both billet right there, and then the one inside is a slider that is made out of billet as well. So haven't had any problems, driving really good. There's no swerving or anything. It drives straight, really good. It's really sensitive, I tell you that much. The EP3 rack is really sensitive. It doesn't beat OEM, because OEM is still best. That's what this car is made for. This was made for another car, but it does the job. It feels good, but you know, you gotta do some modifications too to your wiring. So show you guys. So here's the EP3 box. You can see I have the wire harness new nicely. I have it right there. I will show you the other stuff in here, but right now I don't want to take this off. It's already held on. But in there's a fuse. There's a 60 amp fuse. So it has its own fuse. So what I did, I connected that to that, and then connected the fuse to the battery instead of the system to the fuse box, because I didn't want the fuse box, whatever happens, you know, I don't want my fuses to go all out because of that. So if just in case that fuse pops, it just pops that fuse that's in there. I have extra ones. They're the little ones, so I don't have to replace all my fuses because that popped it. So that's why I did that. All right, let me go. All right, next one is exterior and cosmetic stuff. Exteriors. As you can see, I did the gram lights on gloss gray. I was so undecided on what to do, but once I did the engine bay, I was like, this would be a perfect match for the car. So these are 17x9 plus 22. There's no secrets. So that's the spec of a RSX. That's the best you could get, and you can see it's good fitment. So the best one you could get for this car. Next one is raised lug nuts. So these wheels are picky with lug nuts, so you want to get taper lug nuts. So what I did, I went ahead and bought the same brand of lug nuts to the wheels, so it matches the whole wheels. They're perfect. The only thing that these are expensive is they're not fake. These are real JDM lug nuts. So there's that. Raised center caps. You gotta buy these separately. It doesn't come with the wheels. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It does not come with the wheels. You gotta buy them separately. These are real center caps. They're billet made. As you can see it, they're in billet, machined. But there's different colors. I think there's blue, red, and I forgot what the other one is, but I know there's different colors. I went with the red. I wish they had like a pink, so match, you know. But all they had was red, which is fine. This car has red, so I said, you know what? That'll be a perfect match. Alright, next one. These are custom. These are custom made. I know I'm flipping the camera. I'm sorry for you guys to try to show you. So you can see that's the gold black character. So I decided to do that style and had somebody made him. I'll leave his Instagram down below. That's the only way you can reach out to do the stickers for you. They're best quality. They're not shitty stickers. So they're in. He uses the same diameter of the stock race sticker and make it his own. With your own design, you can do whatever color you want. So what he does is he sends you a bunch of different ones on a picture so you can pick. So I went with the black 57 because these are 57 DR gram lights. So when he sends you the picture, you got different colors for the lettering, and then the background is already done for you because that's what you picked. So there's that. Alright, what's next? Tires. I didn't buy no expensive tires because this car is what am I gonna do with this car? I'm not gonna track it. I'm not gonna go race on it. So I bought some track tires, but they're cheap tires though. These are Kenda tires. These are Kenda KR20A. The size is 235 40R17. I think that's the best tire you can fit on these cars. I don't know why people do 45. I think that's too much for a car that's stock, in my opinion. So I decided to go with 235. The best fitment. You can see it right there. You can get better than that. So I don't know why people do 225. I think that's way too much. And it adds weight to a car that's stock. You know, is my opinion. Everybody else has their own opinion. So don't hate on me because I said that. All right, next thing. A-spec, full A-spec car. As you can see, A-spec front lip, A-spec side skirts, A-spec rear lip, and A-spec deck lip. So I went ahead and did all that because I've always wanted an RSX with a whole A-spec kit. So I went ahead and did that. You can see there's the rear. So the difference is these are DC5 association, which I think they're the best quality for you to find. You know, they are expensive, but they're better than buying OEM or finding OEM ones, because right now OEM ones are so hard to find. But this is exactly the same thing. The fitment is not bad. You can see it, and that's because I don't even have a weather strip on this thing either. So you can see the fitment on it. So does not have a shitty fitment as long as you know what you're doing. Same thing over here. You know. But the only OEM thing I have is the side skirts. These are OEM A-spec side skirts. I had to fix them because they had the broken tabs on where it mounts. So we went ahead and fiberglass some of the stuff and we saved them. So there's that. Next one is OEM Type R wing. This wing, I've had it since I had the blue one. I bought this first off a kid locally, but I never put it on because it was black and I had to paint it, and I had the replica Type R wing instead of, you know, the OEM one. But then I came across the blue one and I bought the blue one. I put the blue one and I had this just sitting around in the garage just collecting dust. So I'm glad I saved this. I'm glad I didn't sell it because they are so expensive. They're getting so expensive and so rare to find right now. So this is an OEM one. It was already black, so I didn't have to like go crazy on like having to paint match it. So it's that. Next thing is OEM Type R decals. So I do have the OEM Type R decals that go here. I haven't put them on because I might paint this car again, guys. Might. We don't know yet. We haven't decided yet what we're gonna do. So I don't want to go ahead and put the decals and then I'm gonna waste them. And those decals are just so expensive to get right now. Before I got lucky because I think they were like $100. Right now they're like in the 200s. So there's that. I have OEM Type R badges as well. That's the next one. So I got the Integra one here. and the Type R one here. I haven't put that on because of the same reason. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't want to waste them. Even though I know I could take the badges out, but the decals I cannot. Once I take those decals off, I gotta buy new ones that I don't want to do. Next thing, side markers. I added JDM side markers to this car. I had to wire it because these cars don't come with side markers, but the Japanese one does. So I had to do the wiring the same way they have it, which is simple. All you have to do is wire it. That's usually right here. You gotta wire it to the signal and the daytime running lights. That's how you wire it, and they work perfect. They work as OEM Type R DC5. Same way, nothing hard. It's pretty simple, and they work really good. So there's that. All right, let's move on to the interior. So as you can see, interior wise, yeah, I have my old Honda shirt from my last job. That's because I don't want to mess these seats up. So yeah, first one is on the paper. So Sparkle Torino 2 seats. These seats are long gone, discontinued. These seats are, you won't see them again. And to find them, you're either gonna find them ripped, faded, and bad conditions. Like, I got lucky because I bought this off an old firefighter that had a C5 Corvette. He had these laying around in a box, brand new still, and I decided to pull the plug and just go ahead and get them because I never would have thought I would have seats. And especially these are from, I wish I could show you. I'll put up a picture. These are from 2004 March 25th. That's when the manufacturer, whoever built this seat, signed it, which I'll show you the picture. It's March 25th of 2004, guys, and these things are mint. Like, things are like, they never sat on it. They never sat on it. They were in a box, so they're gonna be mint. But you would think that from being in a box for so long, they'll have like wear and like color discoloration. But yeah, these things are brand new, so I went ahead and did that because right now seats are the most expensive thing to get for cars like these. Next up, OEM center console from Type R. So as you've seen from the last video, yeah, I got the OEM Type R center console. This thing is pretty mint. The boot is brand new. The whole thing was brand new. Like, you know, the only thing that, since our car is left hand drive, you're gonna have this gap here, but that's normal. I've had it on my blue car. The last thing I gotta get is the e-brake. That's why this thing is lifted, because the Type R one is slimmer on this part, so it has space here. This one is more bulkier, and you know, it touches right here, as you can see. See right there is rubbing. So yeah, so I'm not too worried about that because at least I got a e-brake working. But eventually I'll get a Type R one to change it, and yeah. All right, next one, custom red door panels. So you see these, I did these myself, like the Type R. I didn't want to go ahead and buy OEM panels if I could do this myself, you know. And they came out pretty nice. Like, took my time, you know. And this is additional if you want to do it. I did it because it looks good. I think it looks better than the Type R one, since the Type R one don't have that. For the Type R one, that is black, this is red. So I think that extra feature is, it looks different. You see the other side as well. So there's that. Next question, or next thing. Painted black headliner. So like you see our cars, they have this headliner, like a beige cream or whatever it's called. I was like, why put black rear panels and not black headliner? I think they look ridiculous. And then next one would be the pillars, which is, I'm gonna put it all together. This coming beige as well, or cream color too. So I went ahead and painted it black, and to match the back. So look how nice it is now. Like, I don't know why Acura decided to do that, or Honda, because even the DC5 has it like that. So there's that. I decided to paint these red. This is my little touches right here. Decided to paint those red because I wanted something different. So yeah, it's too dark. I went ahead and bought this one because I already had it in the blue one. I think this is the best shifter I ever felt and the best shifter I ever bought. I liked it. I think it's a good quality. I think it feels good. It's really good and it's really strong when you shift. But there's nothing that I would change it for. So not even a K-Tune one or a hybrid racing one. Alright, next one. Acuity shift down. So I said, you know what? Might as well do like a combination and go with the white. I had the option to go titanium, but I was like, I don't know. I think the white would have done great, which it did. It was perfect. Went with the white. I think it looks good. It goes really good with the center console. So these are the Acuity shift knob. You can see it. So there's that. And yeah, that's all I have from what I did to this car. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna add some stuff where I put my fuse box. So I can't forget about these. I bought these off DC5 Creation, already made. These were the last set he had, so I got lucky. Thank you, Davey, if you're watching this. So I bought those, and might as well to match all the Type R stuff. So that is it, guys. I'm already losing air from talking so much. This is what I've done to the car. There's little things that are coming up, not a lot. I think this car is already almost done as it is. I'm not doing no more to this car. Probably a new steering wheel to change that crusty OEM one, and the e-brake Type R, so I can fix that gap. So that is it, guys. I'm gonna let you go because I don't want to make this video a long one. So I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.